Hey, what's up everybody? What's going on? So today is gonna be analysis day. The old Hotashi day job here. And I'm starting to get out with Diaphone. Diaphone asked me for an analysis like 30 days ago, but y'all recall I was traveling around a shit ton for a bunch of things. But luckily they just played and Diaphone literally almost died. So we're gonna look at this grand final set and see what happened. What led up to the reset? What led up to Diaphone almost dying? What was the key? What was the key to it being so close? We found out very quickly that Razzo kind of took a very aggressive defensive posture in the neutral against Ino because Leo's so fucking overpowered when it comes to defense. The flash kick, 5k just lets you know, get things started out of nowhere. Two things I want to pay attention to in this set. Number one, you have to weigh the win percentage you can gain from baiting versus letting the opponent go if they don't take the bait. When you should go with whichever one is higher unless there's key information revealed during the set that pulls you towards one direction. Will Leo Flashkick or will Leo not? If I bait the flash kick and give Leo a turn, how much win percentage do I lose? If I don't bait and Leo does the flash kick, how much win percentage do I lose? It's more like there's 4 situations here, right? So we can, how much win percentage do I lose? We can say 30%. If I don't bait the flash kick and Leo does a flash kick, how much win percentage do you lose? 30%. If I do bait the flash kick and I am right, how much win percentage do I gain? 30%? If I do bait the flash kick and I am wrong, how much win percentage do I lose? The thing about it is I play Nago and Nago has a way to influence this, so it's no longer really set theory. Nago has a command grab. Nago doesn't have to deal with certain aspects of this, really. No, Nago can push Leo to do different things. Is it strictly Ino versus Leo or in general theory? This is gonna be general theory. This is pretty hard to phrase. Win percentage doesn't necessarily increase just because your opponent isn't hitting you or getting a turn, but it does increase because you are getting your turn yourself. I think that's a safe. This is a safe base, right? Again, this is for characters like this. If this is like the set, then you need to mostly be hitting number 3 and number 4, TBH, and don't go near 1 and 2. Don't bait the flash kick, okay? Don't bait the flash kick. How does it change if he does or doesn't have meter? Oh. This is also the reason why Leo doesn't do so much damage, is because you have to deal with this. It's because you have to deal with this tool. So I guess if this is our safe foundation, if Leo does have 50% meter, you lose. Baiting the flash kick, you lose. Baiting the flash kick, you lose. Yes. Well, my brain is too tiny to describe this now. Because if Leo does have 50% meter, I feel like we have to nix this. Is there a reason why you can't just bait it with something that makes it whiff? Or I mean if you do bait. Yeah, it's that he baits you into baiting and then he takes a turn. He makes you block the flash kick or he baits you into baiting. So if Leo has 50% meter and flash kicks, what is the win and the loss condition? There can't be a win condition here. This is not a set any longer. So we need to rephrase this. But look, you ever heard somebody say he knows that you know that he knows that you know? This is what makes this situation very complicated, right? The only Prinny Dude 99 says the only way this stays 100% in your favor is if you, as the aggressor, have meter to YRC Leo's attempt at taking his turn. No, I don't think so. Maybe. The fact is, it's because Leo's flash kick is so fucking good. You know that, right? I mean, assuming 100% in your favor means you keep your turn, right? I'm not saying like as an absolute. I'm saying in this like our presumption, because then there's another situation after you YRC and Leo blocks it, where we're back on this table, right? By the way, the reason why I say meaty throw isn't on the table here is because meaty throw is a low win percentage maneuver. You're lowering your win percentage to hard bait something that Leo does not have to do. And it's also something that Leo has defense against. He can just tech the grab. I think it's different if you have a command grab. I think it's different. This turned out to be a little more complex than I expected. Bait 1 is win, bait 2 is lose. Yeah, I think that's safe. So A is bait, B is don't. 1 is win, and B2 is also a win. That's what we're doing. Select the options that lose the least hard. Wow, this sandwich looks fucking absurd. Okay, I'm gonna ask a question. Does Eno have a 100% safe option? Can Eno 100% of the time safe JH meaty? Yeah, other characters can safe jump. Leo never ever flash kicks a safe jump unless he has meter. All right, I think we talked about this, and I think this table is pretty safe because I think we're gonna find that Diaphone does not is not considering this, like the permutations of baiting versus not baiting. To bait or not to bait? That is the question. I think we can't really consider too many permutations because in reality it's not as complex, because I don't think this type of thing is even on the table for a lot of players. So we're not even there. But we can use this. We can use this table, okay? This is the reasoning. It is being considered, but it airs too hard, or the first row here, which is bait the flash kick. We're too hard on A. But this is the general idea, is that you need to think about how much win percentage there is to gain in each of these, and you can base it on the opponent that you're fighting, meter, how much life you have, how much meter you have. For example, I'm less likely to bait flash kick if I myself have 50% meter, because Nago Super is most impressive against Leo, right? Because it hits so far. So let's go to the footage. But there is a lot of game for always playing in the second row. I think there's a lot of game for never ever baiting the flash kick. I'm saying always run up and meaty? No. I'm saying that is a pretty fine choice based on the type of people that I play with. So A is bait, B is not bait. 1 is Leo flash kicks, 2 is Leo doesn't flash kick. Ah, see? Here it is. Here's the situation where Leo has 50% meter. See? This is A1. You baited. Leo has flash kicked. Okay. This is the first success, right? This is a success state. Well, this is interesting. I think Razzo messed up here, because you're not supposed to do this as Leo. You're supposed to RC with a direction. Otherwise, that happens. You just fly through the air and you don't get a turn, right? So I think that one is scam. But that was A1. You baited the flash kick somehow, and Leo flash kicked. I mean, this type of thing happens in the set where I think Diaphone baits like a little bit too hard, and then maybe loses win percentage. But Eno auto safe jumps, so we have to look in different situations, right? Well, I mean, we can use this type of table for another situation, right? And that's back turn. There's only 4 ways that you can block back turn. It's high, low, and then behind your back, high, low, right? And then if you add other factors in, like wake up grab or wake up buttons, you know, you add on other things that are lower win percentage compared to the level 1, right? I mean, that's just like the general idea. It's all about win percentage to me. So I asked a dear friend of mine, Mr. K. Mr. K is also a master level Leo. And Mr. K says the way that we phrased the situation of Leo flash kicking is fine. It's that the hard part is that you cannot. It's almost impossible to make it numerical. Not impossible, but extremely difficult, because future risk reward has to be weighted as well. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to put a number on like how much win percent you win or lose. What I do think is possible is how much you weigh. It is if you weigh towards losing win percent or gaining win percent. Meaty overhead is not possible anymore. Bullshit. Get fucked, Leo. Get fucked. How many opportunities were there for Leo to hard bait here? I mean, to flash kick? 1, 2, there. Right? And where does Diaphone go? Does not bait. Does not flash kick. B2, B2, B2. And that is based on context, right? If you're ahead, why give Leo the time of day, right? Just keep on forcing it in. Don't be afraid of this, right? Don't be afraid of B1. Strive players are like animals, right? When you have their backs to the wall like this, I think you need to be playing around goal bursts a little bit harder. And you were looking for the flash kick, and you didn't get it. And then when you didn't see it, you were already buffering the grab. I think you need to be looking for the flash kick a little harder. So for Nago, this might be like a little bit of Nago brain, but in this situation, instead of doing YRC here, honestly, I will probably just be doing the super, because look at what's coming back. Burst. You can reversal super here, afford to be wrong, burst, and still live to play another day. Hard baiting burst, I think, is not the place to be when you're this behind, and your opponent has this much resource. You can't. I don't think you can afford this. You cannot afford 2 hard bait bursts when you're this ahead. See that? Look at that. You can see the blood pressure raising. And this is what Razzo is all about. Razzo will bait your bait and then go for the greediest possible option. It was a flash kick bait, I feel like. Right? This was A2. This is the worst possible case scenario. Worst case scenario here. Do I think the percentages of win-loss are variable based on the moments in the game? Absolutely. And that's why you can't put a number on it. You can only say... Obviously, if you bait a flash kick, you're winning. If you don't bait a flash kick, you're losing. But, there's lots of reasons to do or not to do either one based on context. For example, if you would die from a flash kick, right? If you have 1 health for this, and then on Leo's side is 2, I have a 50% meter to make the flash kick safe. So, Ino does have an answer to flash kick in a lot of places, because she can meaty note, right, and then fly in and block. So we'll be looking at this in situations besides that. No, B1 is you don't bait and you get hit by the flash kick. A2 is you bait and he doesn't flash kick. The bait with no bite is better than getting hit. Well, if you bait and he doesn't bite, which is A2, then he can do a whole bunch of things, like wake up grab you, which now we know is worse than getting flash kicked. What a spicy hard bait. I would be more likely to say that Diaphone was looking for gold burst here, rather than a flash kick. Or maybe Diaphone was looking for the flash kick, and that's why he did faultless defense to drag himself down to the ground even faster, right? That should have been a hard body punish. Well, thinking about the win percentage table here, you can also use this for hard baiting bursts, right? Bait the burst, don't bait the burst. Opponent bursts, opponent doesn't burst. What's the worst thing that can happen, right? I think under almost all circumstances, in a set like this, you need to just take your combo, okay? And don't worry about the burst. Look, I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. Look, 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 look. Okay. Okay. PRC forward, knowing that flash kick is on the... This is the flash kick table, okay? Knowing that flash kick is on the table, okay? 50% meter. Diaphone goes for pressure anyways, because Diaphone has the life lead, positive bonus, burst, and Razzo is about to die. Alright, I think we can remove the table. The table did its work. Now we talked about the game theory. Now we understand when and why baits happen or do not happen.